Hi there, my name's Mark. I'm a Schools and Colleges Liaison Officer at the University of Lincoln. And today I'm going to be talking about the UCAS application process. So first things first, please feel free to take any notes during the next few minutes. And you can also post your questions in the comments below. You can also email us your questions. I'll give you the email address at the end of today. So what we'll cover, we'll look at the structure of your application. We'll also discuss how your choices work. I'm going to look at the admissions process as well. I'll also advise you on different types of offers and how to respond to your offers. And we'll also talk about the interviews. So firstly, the structure of your UCAS application. So main sections include your personal details and your application choices. So I'll discuss what choices mean in a moment, and that's followed by your qualifications, both gained and pending. So your predicted A-level results and BTEC results, and your qualifications such as GCSEs. Next is your personal statement. So this is the biggest part of your application. You'll be required to write up to 4,000 characters, basically demonstrating why you're suitable for the course. So this is a lot to cover, which is why my colleague Curtis will be leading a personal statement session the same time and place on Thursday, the 18th of June. So please look out for that. That's really important, and it's a huge part of your application. The final section of your application is your school or college academic reference. So this is something that your teachers and advisors will take care of. However, it will feed back on your contribution in lesson and also punctuality. So if you're on time for your lessons. So those are the main sections of your application. So what do we mean by university choices? So I mentioned a moment ago that one of your first stages of your application are your choices. So these are the courses and universities you want your application to be sent off to. So you can apply for up to five courses, all at different universities or at the same. However, if you are applying for medicine, vet med, or dentistry, you can only apply for up to four choices. A quick look at the cost of your choices. So it will cost you £18 for one course choice and £24 for more than one. We always recommend having more than one choice, even as a backup. Now we've looked at the structure of your application and how your choices work, let's discuss the admissions process. So just to clarify, who are admissions? So admissions are the university staff who receive your application and help to make a decision on your offers. So once you submit your application, UCAS will then send this off to your university choices, the admissions and the academic staff to review. At this stage in the process, for you as an applicant, it depends mainly on if your course requires an interview or not. So if your course does not require an interview, the next step will involve waiting to receive your offer from the universities. If your course does require one, you will then have to wait to be invited to an interview before receiving your offer. So let's talk about what offers you can receive. So there are three different types of offers. Firstly, a conditional offer. So if you receive this, your entry onto the course depends on your results meeting the entry requirements. Another offer you might receive is a unconditional offer. So this means that you've been made an offer based on your initial application, and it isn't pending your results meeting the academic requirements. Finally, an unsuccessful offer, which unfortunately would mean that your application hasn't met the initial criteria for that course. So responding to your offers, you have three options here. You can firm accept one of your offers, and this will put that as your first choice. As well as your first choice, you can select an insurance choice. So this will essentially become your backup option if you don't achieve those results required for your firm accept. You can also respond to your offers to decline them as well. So just to clarify, you have three options here, and that's firm accept, so your first choice, insurance accept, so your backup option, essentially, and also decline. I think it's important as well to be aware that UCAS will set a deadline for you to make a decision on all of your offers, and usually this is mid-May. So a few things to mention about interviews. So not every course will require an interview. It really depends on the course and the university. The interviews are not overly complicated either. It's an opportunity for us to get to know you and discuss your ability and suitability for the course beyond your initial application. An interview also gives you a chance to meet lecturers and other applicants, and this is a fantastic opportunity to become even more familiar with the course and the campus. And it's a perfect chance for you to ask any questions you may still have as well. So, responding to your interview requests. So, firstly, if you can't make the date of your interview, just contact the university to let them know and discuss alternative dates. This is fine and it does happen, so please don't worry about that. Accepting invites is really easy. It's an easy process that's done on UCAS. And the universities themselves, they will send you any further information for the interviews. So when you're preparing for an interview, just make sure you know what you need to bring with you. Do you need to bring a portfolio? Do you need to perhaps wear appropriate clothing if it's an audition-based interview? And if you're worried that you've missed any communications, please contact the university to double check. So final top tips for your application. So please make sure that you double check all of the information before submitting it. This is really important. Make sure you have entered the correct qualifications and understood the academic requirements clearly for each course. And even if you apply for, the same course across different universities, it's important to be aware that entry requirements will still differ. Also, don't be afraid to contact the university at any time. I think it's really important here to stress that universities want to encourage and support successful applicants where possible. And finally, if you do receive an unsuccessful offer, you can contact the university for more information about this. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to comment your questions below or contact the inquiries team on inquiries@lincoln.ac.uk. Alternatively, we do have the Lincoln Link Up today at 2 until 4. That runs usually most Thursdays. To find out more about us, go to our website. It's lincoln.ac.uk or search for the University of Lincoln on your socials. And we also have our virtual open days coming up, which we're really excited about. We've got our first one on the 13th of June, followed by one on the 10th of July and one on the 11th of July. Please go to our website to find out more about these and to book on. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have found this information useful. Thank you for your time.